We're live. Let me just get that in. We are live. Says that we're live. What a day for football. What a day for football. They said that it is all over. The title race is back on. The title race isn't back on as far as I can see. It is anywhere but. They've just dropped points. They have dropped points, but Celtic also dropped points today. What's your thoughts on Celtic dropping the points today? Jesus, that's all we really need, isn't it? And there's nobody on here. Why is there nobody on? Just wait a few seconds. Just trying to get on to some of... Get that on. Last time both were lost at the same day weekend. It was when Hearts away. Paul Bear's in the house. Evening Highlander. We got robbed. I never seen the game because I was travelling, but I think the sound's okay with this. Dave Morton's in the house. I've got to say, when I turned on my phone and I seen that Celtic were drawing, yes, Celtic were drawing, Celtic were getting beat 1-0, and I thought, seriously, that's all I needed. I had a delayed flight and we're getting beat 1-0, and then it was 2-0, and I thought, Jesus, half time, that's all I need. And then I had a little bit of issues, but let's face it, they are absolutely rank rotten, crying for the manager. Go and check that on YouTube, just say it's all right. And they are raging, to say the least. Dodged a bullet today, troops. Yeah, we did dodge a bullet today. It keeps us top of the table by a good few points. But let's face it, they are having an absolute nightmare time of it. 9 extra minutes. 9 extra minutes. Evening, folks. Worked out okay after today's rotten first half. Who was the worst players for Celtic? Tell me in the comment section who was the worst players for Celtic today, because for me, turn it out so I can just hear it. Right. Who was the worst player for Celtic today? Because there's a lot of people saying we shouldn't have played. We should have been 16 clear. I know we should have been 16 clear and one closer to winning the league. Engels and Taylor were the worst players today. That's interesting, David. And Highlander says that. Greg Taylor. Taylor and McCowan. Interesting, McCowan gets a start. I never seen the start of the team because I was. Yes, Baz, love your channel. Always makes me smile. Perfect. I've not got the comments coming up. I'm not in my usual place, so it is difficult to see the comments coming up. Sloop should be on, not Taylor. Either Taylor McCowan. I noticed the Brendan Rodgers made the changes at half time. He did make changes at half time and changed it basically to the team that played against Bayern. But they, I've seen a few comments on the channel, them saying that, look, yous are absolutely shite. Yous are shiting it for Rangers are coming. They are coming. The manager got all three subs spot on by us. That's the answer. Well, there we go. Increased their lead today by 1 goal. It could have been better. We could have been one game closer. Rangers got beat by St Mirren 2-0. Stephen, that makes it even better. Time for gardening leave for Taylor, says Paul. The fact is, do you know, we came back from the Champions League game and I don't think anybody... I said it was going to be a difficult game. I did say it would be a difficult game, but I never thought that we would really lose it. After losing their game, the best cure is them losing theirs. Seemed like the referee kept playing 90 plus 11 minutes. Serial losers strike again. I can't even do a hackathon because I'm not in the studio. 2 centre backs were at fault. Right down the town, so the tunnel, no bouncy fault for them. I didn't get the comments coming through in there. We've got the comments coming through on here. Even better. Brad says, haha, Baldy right down the tunnel, no bouncy. Well, Rangers really don't care about the league, do they? No, they don't. That. I'll be in Boston, hopefully check out the CAC for this, says Mike Powers. Heard you're in sunny Scotland, Baz. Yes, I am. I am that. The Boo Boys are out again. Meltdown hack Baz. Paul, I'd love to do a meltdown hack Baz, but I suppose I can if I could use the 2 different phones. But because I'm not in the studio and I've got my laptop, 49ers losers mentality. We got a goal better off. Well, that's the main point. Rangers lost Cereal bottlers, bottle again. iBox was empty. No toilet water left. I had a feeling they would drop points. Says Sarah Kaiser, meltdown from the Glasgow 69ers. Is it the know that the Glasgow? Is it the Glasgow 2012ers? 2012ers. Only till Tuesday. Only till Tuesday. Coon wasn't very good the day, but Rangers were at home. I think that's the biggest talking point of the day. At least we were away from home, and we dropped points away from home. I mean, they were at home and they're completely just still a shambles away from home, at home. And we're Celtic Park, still a bit of a fortress. Davey's in the house, Dave Morton, saying hi to Kaiser. I hope he's all checked out Kaiser's channel last night. He was doing a first live last night, I think he was. Meltdown incoming, says Stevie B119. Had 90 plus minutes during the game and they still couldn't do anything. St Mirren's first win at Ibrox since 1991. First, they're raging again, Baz. Get onto the live reactions, Baz. Right, Kev, you got Twitter on your phone?
Yeah.
Um,
Live comments in the air,
eh?
comments on the telly.
No, it's not for. Aye, but I need Twitter to go into them to see what. No, he's not got Twitter. Checked it out, it was class. Another head for Rodgers to take. Yeah, it is another head for Rodgers. Live. I'm over on Governor Ross's Big Des. Yep, I am that. First back-to-back wins for St Mirren against Rangers since 1980. Just when you think things are going bad for us, I mean, dropping points against Hibs. And Brendan Rodgers, what does Brendan Rodgers have to do to win against Hibs? Not good enough for Clement. You're embarrassing. Gate Dave says you can hear them screaming. Unbelievable, sorry, I mean undeniable. Rangers are shite. None of the shite bags are live. I didn't think they'd be live. I didn't think that they would be live. Oh, Jesus, wait a minute. I need to click back on here and get the comments. Plunge McNugget says, I was raging after I had the game, but my God, that was a boost. The zombies never learn. Yep, exactly, they don't learn. They were all on this channel saying, yous are shiting it for Celtic. Yous have Hibsed it. Yous have Hibsed it. And we might have lost the game, but I tell you one thing, we're still going to win the battle and win the war. Barry Smith says, we were cheated out a good goal. I've seen some of the video footage. On Twitter with, I think it was Greg Taylor who maybe put the ball. No, it was either Greg. Was it Greg Taylor? Or I can't really see the footage. But the Celtic player putting. There's somebody phoning you, Kev. Yeah, there's a couple of the ball. It didn't look as if it went right over the line. 69 points, and we're on 59.6. Who's David Oldman? That's that. Kaiser, the orange face. Big Stevie. Not a chance. The boos crying, now surrenders. The linesman got it. The linesman flag stayed down. Notice that the linesman flag stays down. Celtic 1888 says here, Baz, you should make a meltdown compilation video. We minted. Myself, Gopal, wasn't happy with your short. I think that some of the Celtic fans weren't happy with it, but who cares? It is what it is at the end of the day. Why has the comments disappeared to? Oh, they're there. So yeah. Phone me because they don't know I'm live. Let me just get that one for Kaiser. Kev, message Caroline and tell her I'm alive. Kaiser, that was a laugh from Sammy. Kaiser, a notebook from John Paul Van Dykes. Wonder if he'll be on Sky because of it. Rangers had a red card rescinded. I noticed that I had a penalty shout also. I was in Asda getting my black hoop tops on, green and white jacket. They looked beat in their way in. Hail from Houston, Texas, the unrepentant Fenian division in Texas, is Chris Fraser. And get the camera outside the box. I listened to Brendan Rodgers' interview after the game, and the fact that the fact that Brendan Rodgers wasn't too happy when that sit there like that, that'll balance like that. I'm hoping that Clement stays. I think Clement will stay to the end of the season. He's not going to get rid of him before then, are they? The Orcs. I'm hearing that they might be heading to Ibrox in numbers to protest. Good win today, Kaiser. Don't give up second place. What about Aberdeen? Are Aberdeen on the comeback to the end of the season? Because Aberdeen scored the goal in the last. Aberdeen are about to be kicking themselves. Aberdeen. Fair play to Hibs for the performance. Pish poor VAR as usual. And won the Saints. Says Green Leche. Rangers are rotten. Rangers were rotten, and Brendan Rodgers was given no excuses today. He was given no excuses for the performance. Said that the players, he's not going to slate the players because the players, Baz, if they protest, I will film it. Who said that? Was that you, Kaiser? Kaiser, film it. It said it. Said, no, I didn't need that. I was going to go into Twitter to get what they were saying. No. But anyway, so there's not going to be who will stand there laughing. I'll stand there laughing. Kaiser's going to go into Ibrox right now. Went for a bag of cans and got caught in a zombie walk. Some of the individuals were poor over our poor team performance today. How can we go from a performance that we did? How can we go from a performance that we did away in Germany? We're going out for food Kobayashi. I know we're going out for food, but I need to do this first. Is that my dad? No, that's my brother. It's my brother. Jesus. Easy Taylor played. That's why we're so bad. It's because Taylor played. He's Pish. There will soon be the 55ers. We're the 55ers. There's only one original 55, and that's Celtic. 3 players. That's why Baz. Starting with Taylor. Danny O'Neill says, Danny Boy from Belfast. 1-0 down after 2 minutes. Was a joke, bro. Should never have happened. Wouldn't have happened if Sloop was on. Was Greg Taylor. Where am I live from? My brother's house. Just hope my mum's not watching. She doesn't know I'm here yet. She probably does now. Taylor shouldn't play again for Celtic, says Paul Baird. Because the boys are fucked from Germany. Brendan says they had a glass of wine and a beer to reflect on the tournament. Yeah, but that was on the Tuesday night. Do you know, that was on the Tuesday night. Do you know, having a beer after the game on Tuesday, Baz will get grounded. Having a game on the Tuesday night and having a beer after the game on Tuesday night shouldn't affect the players today. You wouldn't have thought. I mean, they would only have 1 or 2. Brendan Rodgers says, look, it wasn't like a mad session. It wasn't like a mad session that you would get back in Scotland. It was 1 or 2 drinks after the game. Stevie Cool's not going back to Ibrox. David Morton says, Taylor should never wear the shirt again. Out of curiosity, when was the last time both Celtic and Rangers got beaten on the same day? Earlier on in this season. Trusty is just as guilty as Taylor for the first goal. The Paradise are the real 55ers, Stevie Boy. They are that. We are the original 55. No fake 55 here. No fake 55. I might need to put a light on. It's getting a bit dark. Agent Phil doing a superb job. Those German beers. Those pesky German beers. Highlander Trusty could not even jump today. Very poor indeed. With the fact that Aberdeen are back with a resurgence, they're coming back, and I mean, they scored the goal in the last minute of the game today, Aberdeen. I was scared that Aberdeen might upset us. Now, it's at Celtic Park. I'm not expecting Aberdeen to do anything against Celtic. If it was earlier on in the season, maybe, but Danny Cassie, why would I say I hated Taylor? Wow, amazing quality on the cam, Baz, to be fair, and great sound. That's because I've got an external mic. I've got an external mic on. Yeah, I've got an external mic on my one it works better with the mobile. It doesn't work good when it's with the laptop. Trusty looks like Velcro on the grass sometimes. Give the lads a break for sake. It's still 13. Enjoy. We are still 13 points ahead. Still 13 points ahead against the Rangers, and you know, we're allowed an off-day performance. But I did say this morning, I said in this morning's video, I said, look, this is never, Brendan Rodgers doesn't have the best record at Hibs away. He's going to have to rectify that. We move on to next week. We move on to Tuesday night, I believe. Tuesday night as we play Aberdeen. Yes, it is. It's Tuesday night because I fly on Tuesday. Michelle Shaw's song's going to be stuck in my head now. Celtic 1888 says, Trusty had an off day, Taylor's had an off season. Donzo says it's touchdown. Oh, the Rangers are shite, says Estepona boy. Says Estepona, says that. Not a hater by any means, but I didn't want Taylor in the team unless Sloop and Scales are injured. Was Greg Taylor really that bad today? Was he really that bad? I would give anyone a break except Taylor. Was he really that bad? Tell me in the comments. I obviously missed it because I was flying. My flight was delayed, and I'm glad it was delayed because I was trying to get a ticket for the game, and there was other issues when I landed as well. But that's no need to go on about that. Sloop looks class. He caused the first goal, I think. Stevie Boy says, Kaiser, no fun being a mod here. It's on the Aegis channel. He was brutal, Baz, lucky to get to half time. Sitting in the dressing room calling the Saints douchebags right about now. Gary D says the first goal, Taylor ran to the middle. Trusty had to cover his position, as what always happens. CCV got caught without having cover for Trusty. Jeez. the one Celtic fans ultras are on tour. Kaiser says, Hatati, strong words, but really don't like Taylor. Hate a strong word, but I really don't like Taylor. Is the fact that it's looking like Taylor is going to be leaving Celtic? I mean, is that what's getting fans up, or is he just really that bad? Brian X says, after all the shenanigans, we improved after the goal. After we scored. Yeah, I've seen that. Typhoon McFlustery, touchdown, buddies. What a day. What a day indeed. For me, Sloop was our best player today, I thought, when he came on. Interesting. Taylor leaving with a treble. Yeah, well, if we play like today, you're not going to win a treble. I mean, it's if we play like today, let's just hope we don't get Hibs in the cup. No, we know who we've got in the cup, and we're going to have to play a lot better. That's one thing for sure. Montgomery for Taylor. Is young Montgomery is he up to speed? Because he was injured, remember, at the start of the season. He was injured. In fact, was it not just I can't remember. Taylor at fault for the first goal, Hibs. Never mind the Hampden roar, it's the Ibrox boo. It is that. Rangers bottled the chance to close the gap, ha ha ha, and they also said that Celtic had bottled it altogether today. Taylor will be running with Mammoths and Zagrebs next season. Two players chasing the same player for the first goal left a spare man. Paul Baird says, everyone is on side with me regarding Taylor, it seems. Yep, Paul Baird, you've stuck to your word from the beginning of the season. You've got to say that, Paul. You have stuck to your word since the beginning of the season, saying that Greg Taylor shouldn't be playing for Celtic. I've said that he should have been sold, but the left back position has been an issue with Celtic for longer than just this season, and I think the fact that Greg Taylor, he can sometimes be an easy target, or he's sometimes just that woeful. Danny Cassie says, well, yeah, he was terrible, that idiot Taylor as well. Just about to say, yep, Celtic should have got into that. Jota has been class. Looking forward to the videos outside Ibrox later. Yes, I'm sure Kaiser will get some. What happened to the quarterback, Tav the tosser? Could we not get Sloop at the end of the season? Yes, Celtic 88. Brendan Rodgers was asked on Friday. He was asked yesterday, is there any chance that Sloop can come and join Celtic next season? Will he stay? And the answer was, it's something that we're going to talk about. It's something that we're going to talk about between now and the end of the season. He is a free agent. It's all going to be whether or not that he's going to sit behind Kieran Tierney. RFC News Online. The RFC News Online. What is? Are they live? It's all going to be whether Sloop's going to drop his wage demand enough to stay at Celtic. Because let's face it, he's on 60 grand a week just now. Fair enough, that contract's up. Sloop can play left centre back. Yeah, he can that. And he can also play in midfield. Taylor's been off. That's what's going on, lads, but done us proud many times. His time at Celtic is finished. I've no problem with the guy. I have no problem with him either. I mean, when he's played as many games as he has for Celtic, you know, you can't deny him what he's won, but sometimes you know when a player's time's up at Celtic. It was the same last year with the player that got sold at the same time. Kaiser's just sending me messages now. I'll get it in a minute, Kaiser. I'm using my phone for the live. 49ers logo is Sinn Féin. It's not political. Big Jeff does look like an upgrade, I think, but he's not going to be an upgrade for long if Kieran Tierney comes in, but he's a utility player. He is a utility player that could come in handy, and it's whether or not Celtic can agree a wage term with him. John, how are you? I'm sitting in Kev's house. We got a wee bit greedy today. We should have squared the ball. Must have seen his name in lights. Sloop was good going forward. Seamus says first goal was on Callum's. Callum left his man. Oh, interesting. Chilpo says, would Jeffrey be happy as backup? Can we afford 30 grand a week minimum? This is what it comes down to. I don't think that he'd be backup. I think that Brendan Rodgers will play. Kev. John's wanting you on the camera. It says get Kev on.
What's happening, John?
There you go, John. You two still working together? No, he's still at another site. Taylor looking to leave with 12 trophies in 6 years, like it or not. Exactly. I don't think he's in a legend camp. I don't think that Taylor, maybe that's a bit far, because there's a lot of other players that have left with more trophies than Greg Taylor, and they're not in the legend camp. I wouldn't put Greg Taylor in a legend camp. That's a bit much. That is just a little bit much. But I know what you're saying. Brilliant. You need to look out for CJ Nova. Yeah, we'll need to do that. I'm going to look. I need to charge. The phone's actually well charged. Don't know. That's Kev's phone. That's how. Yeah, I'm going to look at that, and I'll look at some. Let's see the whole family buys. They're not here. You've had it bad, bro. 3 years old. Mine are 8 and 11. What? Greg Taylor should be called the shovel. That's how many times he's pulled out of holes. Jeez, Greg Taylor is a legend. Like, come on, you're giving Greg Taylor a bit much. Anyway, that's me done and dusted. To the Rangers fans out there, nail luck. Me and someone else talking about it. It's all good. Is that what it is? The bench looked poor today compared to last season. I said that at the Christmas window. I said, we've let all these players go out on loan, and it is bench players, but we're not getting them in. We're not getting players in. We never replaced like for like when it comes to the bench, and even the bench at the beginning of the season. The bench at the beginning of the season was looking good. I mean, look how good the bench was. But Brendan Rodgers will need to sort that out. Anyway, that's me done and dusted for this evening. Can't even tell you how many folk have been on. I'm on the buddies. Hopefully we'll gub them next week though. John says, have a good weekend, Baz. Kev, mind and behave. Oh dear. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, thank you. Smash the like, says Kaiser. Make sure you join Kaiser's channel. He has started a new late night Celtic channel. And that I hope I'm going to give all the success to Kaiser with that. And on that note, have an absolutely fantastic day, Celtic fans. We may have been beaten today, and Brendan Rodgers' bad track record at Hibs. They thought they were back in with the title chase. They thought that we had Hibsed it by a few at the Brazen Head. If I could have got through, I would. I would have got through, I could have and would have. Anyway, have a fantastic day. The Rangers are shite, and we are still going for 55. Now, how do I switch this off on the live here? There we go.